Hello everyone. My name is Marisol. I'm just going to come back a little bit. My name is Marisol Molina Smith. And today we're going to do a half hour, approximately 30 minutes of chair yoga. There will be some, obviously we'll start with sitting poses, and then we're going to move up to some standing poses, and then we will finish the session sitting back onto the chair with sort of relaxation component to this class. I'm really excited to be part of this delivery of the chair yoga piece. I do the Forby Motion program here in Regina and area, so I'm sort of a colleague and a counterpart of Kimberly Willison and her team there in Saskatoon. And so we're gonna get going here. So I'm going to invite you to have a chair, a nice sturdy chair that you can have a sit in. And we're going to first start with a few minutes of just breathing to sort of connect ourselves to our body through just sort of disconnecting ourselves from the external environment that we're sitting in right now, and moving into inside our own body. As we'll invite you to place your hands either facing down or facing up, whatever feels comfortable for you. As you sit there, letting the hips relax, feeling the body against the chair, just noticing the back of the chair, noticing the sit bones of the body to the chair as we begin to soften into this breath. And I invite you to close your eyes, or if that's uncomfortable, you could always look down towards your hands. And just maybe notice the breath right now. Just noticing as we're inhaling and exhaling, just noticing if the breath is just coming maybe up the height of the collarbones, is it coming down towards your chest, or is it moving directly to the belly? The only thing we're doing here is we're just noticing. And if the mind gets busy, which it is always busy, just trying to dim it down, acknowledging the thoughts, the to-do list, and know that at this moment in time, we're just going to refocus ourselves to our breath as we inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. If this is uncomfortable, you can inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, or if inhaling through the nose is also uncomfortable, please do what feels right for you. I'm just going to invite you now to just bring the breath into the chest. So we're just going to, as we inhale, we're going to expand into the front part of the chest. And as we exhale, just softening the shoulders, softening the face, the muscles in the face. So with each exhalation, we're just letting the shoulders become more soft. And as you notice, as we inhale, the spine just gets a little taller, so we want to have the spine nice and long right to the back of the neck. I'm going to invite you to just slightly tuck the chin in about 1 millimeter. And with the next inhalation, we're going to invite it into the side ribs. So we're moving it into the left and right as we inhale. Into the back as we add this breath into the body. We're just expanding into all parts of the chest. So we're moving front, side, and back. As you exhale, just notice the relaxation that happens within the ribs, joints, and all. The spine softens, but yet stays that nice lengthening. Let's do 2 more breaths. And now I'm just going to invite you to come back into the normal breath. Just take a moment here to notice. And now we're going to move a little bit of energy into our fingers and toes. If you are bare feet, it's more ideal, and opening our eyes, it's more ideal to be more connected to the ground. I'm wearing runners right now, so if you're wearing runners, that's fine. Just wiggle your toes inside the runners. And now I'm going to invite you to just come a little taller. We're going to bring our hands out to the side. As we sit here nice and tall, keeping the gaze soft, we're just going to roll the shoulders. First, we're going to inhale the shoulders up to the ears, and then roll them back and down. And again, inhale, exhale. So nice and softly. And last one. And just keeping the body soft with each exhalation. As I'm going to now invite you to come in, I'm going to come a little bit more forward on my chair. At least halfway up the chair, where you're feeling really where you plant your feet on the floor. So here, a little bit of alignment here. We want the hips aligned with the knees in line with the ankles as we sit nice and tall, thinking about that posture where the abdominal muscles just gently get active. And from here, we're going to bring our hands to the side. We're going to inhale the arms up slowly and bring them up as comfortable as they'll go up. Inhaling, we're going to inhale, then we're going to exhale through an open mouth. So let's do this 2 more times as we inhale through the nose. Exhale. 1 more time. And just placing the hands on the thighs. And I was taking a moment to notice the body in the state of relaxation or softness with our breath. From here, we're going to move into a little bit of some shoulder. As we inhale the arms up, we're going to inhale 1. And then as we soften, we're going to reach up. And then we're going to take 1 more breath, inhaling up and softening the elbow as we exhale. Now inhale this arm up slowly, reaching up, taking a breath here, and then slowly exhaling the elbow as we bend it down. So we'll do this again. Inhaling, reaching, extending from the waist, making sure that the sit bone is connecting to the chair, and exhaling the elbow. Again, inhaling, reaching through the waist, elongating through that waist, and then softening down. And just taking a moment here. The next one we're going to do is we're going to clasp our hands. And again, we may be able to hold the hands like this. It's just fine. So we're going to inhale, and then slowly exhale the arms up as softly. Now again, coming up as high as it feels comfortable for you. Relax through the shoulders. Keep them soft. As we inhale, we're drawing the abdominal muscles up into the ribs. As we exhale, we're softening through the shoulders. 1 more breath. Inhaling. Exhaling through the shoulders. Last one. And then now we're going to exhale the arms out nice and slowly. Just taking your time and just feeling. And now I'm going to invite you to move into where we're going to release the ear to the shoulder, just allowing for the neck to soften and to relax. And here what we want to do is we want to be able to look in front And we're allowing for the neck to stretch by letting gravity actually pull the neck to the side and keeping the nice long spine as we inhale and exhale. And from here, so slowly, let's inhale the neck to the center, just taking our time, and then releasing it as we exhale to the other side. Again, noticing that our body is very different from the right to the left. So we might feel slightly different stretches depending where attention is being held in our body. One side might feel easier than the other. Just noticing. And let's have one more breath here. And slowly, let's inhale to the center and just take a moment to feel the sensation around the neck. And now we're going to inhale as we lift the chin slowly up, extending through the front of the neck. Not really flexing so much to the back of the neck, but rather extending. And then slowly, let's release this. And now we're going to exhale as we tuck the chin in and look down towards the hands. And then slowly, let's inhale. So just noticing the shoulders, noticing the neck, wiggling yourself in there. And from here now, we're going to move into just a nice gentle twist where we're going to place one hand on the left, on the thigh, and the other hand could be placed either on your hip or behind the chair. And here what we're going to do, we're going to lengthen up through, again, through the chest, through the waist, and we're going to exhale as we gently begin to twist. So you're exhaling and you're twist. You're inhaling, lifting up through the waist, through the abdominal muscles, and as we exhale, we turn, we twist. So again, very gentle. And remember, just going along in this twist as far as it feels comfortable for you. Let's take one more breath. And with the next inhalation, we're going to release very slowly to the center. Taking a moment. Again, placing now the opposite hand on the opposite thigh. Again, choosing where you want to place your hand. We're going to inhale, lengthen up through the spine. As we exhale, we're going to begin to twist. So, inhaling, lengthening up. Exhaling as we twist. One more as we inhale, lengthen, exhale, we twist. And then so slowly, you're going to inhale to the center, just taking your time. Now we're going to move into where we're going to invite to open up our ribs, our chest, our heart center. We're going to bring our hands behind. Now here you can place your fingers facing towards the hip. Other option is to hold on to the chair. And here again, just we're going to lengthen up through the belly as we pull in through our belly into the spine. We're inhaling, lengthening, and as we exhale, we open through the chest, bringing the shoulder blades together. And I'll invite you just to look either in front or just kind of between the ceiling and the wall. As we inhale, lifting, exhaling, opening. One more breath here. And then slowly tucking the chin in and slowly coming, opening here. Just allowing for that chest to feel the opening as you inhale. We're going to take one breath here. We're going to swoop the arms up as we inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. When you're ready, do this one more time. And just note here. Note how you're feeling on the upper part of the body. And now we're gently going to move into a cat and cow. So as we move into, we're going to start first with the cat. So we're going to inhale first. As we exhale, we can drag the hands along the thigh, below the knees as we curve our spine into a sort of a letter C. As we inhale, we're going to invite the elbows to come to the waist and opening through the chest. So now we're just warming up through the entire spine. Now moving through this gentle. It doesn't need to be a huge cat and cow. It can be just a very small version. We're just getting the spine warmed up. As we're inhaling, we're opening gently, bringing those elbows towards your waist. As we exhale, we're just allowing to release through the back of the spine as we exhale. So let's just do 2 more here. And then exhaling. And from the cat, inhaling, coming to your very neutral spine. And just taking a moment. Perfect. Now we're going to move a little bit more into the hip joints. So here, what I'm just going to invite you to do is to think about a duck, the animal, the duck. Just kind of take the tailbone and lift it slightly up behind you. Inhaling. As you exhale, tuck it under. So this is a very small movement where we're just moving through that through the hips very gently. So we're inhaling, just bringing that tailbone behind, up, and then we're tucking it slightly under. So it's just a very individualized movement here. Again, we're just doing it extremely gentle, and we're just moving with our own body here. Let's do 1 more as we inhale, lifting the tailbone behind. And then as we exhale, we're tucking it under. And then last one, inhaling, exhaling. Just a small movement, and then just come back to your neutral. Perfect. Now from here, we're going to do a little bit of little circles here, just around the spine, kind of just around, moving to get those a little bit the hips. We're just going to do a couple of these nice round. And then from here, I'm going to invite you to release and start to move in the other direction. I have a very squeaky chair right now. I'm not sure if you can hear that. And then coming up to the center and just taking a moment here just to feel. So this is a nice upper body we're doing right now. Now we're going to move a little bit more into the legs. And so first I'm going to invite you to extend the leg out in the front, and we're just going to keep everything aligned. We're going to fold out the hips as we inhale. When I exhale, we're just going to lean forward far enough to feel the stretch along the back of the leg. And here again, we're going to take 3 breaths as we maybe inhale into the chest. As we inhale, we expand the chest. And as we exhale, we soften the shoulders, but we keep the spine long, tucking the chin slightly in, feeling that stretch along the back of the leg. So again, it's about a stretch, it's not a pain. It's just a stretch where you're feeling the muscle getting the stretch. Let's do this one more time as we inhale, exhale. And then we're going to inhale up. So raising up, nice and slow. We're going to move on to the other leg. Again, inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to fold at the hip, taking those nice 3 deep breaths. And as you exhale, think about elongating through that spine, keeping that spine nice and long from your sit bones. So that's where you sit, your bum, from that tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. And then with the next inhalation, come up. And just take a moment here to feel the hips. From here, we're just going to move into the front part of the leg. So we're going to find ourselves Actually, we're gonna find ourselves kind of in the corner of your chair. Hopefully you don't have, if you do have arms on the chair, you might just come through the front and holding on to the arm, and then you can place where you're getting your knee towards the floor, making sure that this has a 90-degree angle. Here we want to definitely have the toes tucked in. We're going to lengthen through, and I'm going to invite you to bring the arm up just to give yourself, as we lift up through our abdominal muscles, relaxing through the shoulder as we either look up towards the front of the connection between the wall and the ceiling. You might feel this stretch a little deepen in through your hip flexors, your quadricep, maybe wrapping around the knee. Lengthening through the body, allowing the shoulders to feel soft. From here, ladies, I'm going to invite you to bring this arm slowly down. I should say everyone. And then inhale the knee up. Just take a moment here. We're going to stay here for a second. And then we're going to actually lean into our first child's pose. So taking your hips back a little bit, just let's lean forward, opening the legs. As you can see, they're quite wide. You can bring your hands, you can be right here if this feels okay. Or if you want to go a little bit further down, or if you want to place your hands on the floor, lots of options here. So softening the shoulders here. As you inhale and exhale, activating through your feet, you're pressing the feet against the floor. And then we're going to gently come up, inhaling. So you're going to inhale, lift up through, up with the chest as you slowly come up. Take a moment here. And now we're going to move on to our other side, just nice and slowly, just noticing the body as we move from one shape to another. So this again, making sure we have our toes tucked under, our foot is completely pressing against the floor, and we're going to find that slight stretching through the front part of the leg. And then I'm going to invite you to inhale the arm up. You don't have to, you can keep it down. This is just another option. And then lift up through the abdominal muscles, opening through the chest, letting the shoulders soften. We're inhaling, exhaling. One more breath. And so softly, let's relax that elbow as we come, bring the arm down, inhaling the leg up, just taking that moment here to feel. And then slowly, let's bring this to the center. Feeling this, coming into that mountain pose, sitting mountain pose, activating through your feet, noticing the energy that moves from the feet, up the legs, to the hips, along the spine, to the back of the neck and the crown of the head. We're going to bring the hands, we're going to swoop them up to tall mountain, inhaling. And as we exhale, we'll exhale through the mouth, all the way down the heart center. Let's do this again. Inhaling. Exhaling. And just giving always yourself permission to feel the changing, the subtle changes of our body with our breath. Now from here, I'm going to invite you to put your feet a little bit, just if you were to put the heels just slightly behind the knees. We're going to come up into standing mountain pose. We're going to lean, come up nice and slow. Take a moment here. Option, if you like, you can come and stand behind the chair. I am going to put the chair sideways so that you can see sideways. So I'm just going to stand. So for a moment here, we just want to do this mountain pose where we feel the feet underneath the hips. They don't need to be, if you feel comfortable having them right beside each other, then please, by all means, do that. Otherwise, we invite just to stand in a nice, comfortable, wide, slightly wide position where maybe the feet are right underneath the hips. From here, I'm going to invite you to roll the shoulders back and down. Just taking a moment here. Engage now the feet. So let's lift the toes up, if you can imagine lifting those toes up, feeling the arches being lifted as well. And then we're going to release, relax the toes down, but still feel the connection through your feet. So imagine your 4-point of your feet. So you're being underneath the toe mounds, the big toe mound, the little outer heel, inner heel, as we press them down either through the shoes, or if you're on the floor bare feet, you feel that as well. So we're going to feel that energy moving from the feet all the way up the legs, noticing the hips, noticing the spine, again noticing all the way along the back of the neck to the crown of the head. From here, as you're holding maybe to the chair, you can also, if you're feeling comfortable, we can raise both arms up as we inhale into that strong mountain, relaxing through the shoulders, lengthening up through the waist. You can also be holding on one arm to the chair. That feels comfortable. So we're inhaling, exhaling, lengthening up from the ground, grounding down through our feet. One more breath. And from here, let's exhale the arms out, all the way down. And just take a moment here, relax your body, almost just let it almost shake out a little bit, just to feel the sensation through the feet and through the entire body. So we're gonna do this one more time, connecting ourselves to that mountain as we maybe pick up our toes again, and then release them down slowly. Just relax the toes, keeping connecting to the feet as we begin to inhale here. Feeling that energy, that strength, the balance coming from the feet, all the way up the legs, up the spine, the neck, the crown of the head. And from here, inviting those arms to come up slowly as we inhale, reaching with those fingers as we're reaching up towards the skies, lengthening. One more breath. And then as we exhale, slowly bringing those arms down, exhaling. And just softening again. And this time, again, noticing that the feet, the body. And let's move into now, we're going to move into our next pose. We're going to do a standing, let's do actually, before we do a warrior, I'm going to invite you to do a sun salute, a sunflower. So what a sunflower is going to look like, as if you have the chair in front of you, you can have it either like this, or if you feel comfortable, you can have it the other direction as well. So what this is going to look like, you're going to stand nice and wide on the floor, about a foot or 2 feet apart, as comfortable it feels for the hips. Your toes are slightly pointing out. So from here, what we're going to do, and having the chair there, if we need to, we're going to inhale the arms out. And as we exhale, we're going to relax through the hips, bringing the arms either to the chair or crossing them through the front. So we're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, so nice and slow here as we reach up through the hands, and we're exhaling, we're softening through those hips. So again, inhale up, exhale. One more here, reaching up, really lengthening through the body, and then softening as we bring the arms down. And just taking a moment here and slowly bringing our feet together. And then from here, I'm going to invite you now to move. We're going to move into, let's move into a warrior 2 position. So either you can have the chair this way, or again, you can